Hello, it is Dr. Chris Raquel, and I am back again with a video for today. I hope you all are doing amazingly. Like, comment, and subscribe. You can also leave me an email if you have a concern or you love to hear my perspective on an issue or question that you have at askcrystalraquel@gmail.com. So, this video topic is related to dating, and this is a very interesting topic. This topic is for single ladies. Ladies, stop trying to trap a man with a baby. Okay? What I mean by trap, you might be saying, what do you mean trap? It takes two to tango. But I mean, God knows your heart. And I've spoken about this in my videos before. My stance, because I am a Christian, so I do believe in what is in the Bible. And I stand by what God says about these matters as he's outlined in the Bible. But my point is to say that there are some ladies who, in their heart, nowadays there's this thing going around where ladies are being told to protect their womb, or meaning don't end up having a child with someone who, you know, doesn't make a certain amount of money or whatever it may be. But at the same time, ladies are somewhat being encouraged to, you know, if the man has good income or if he makes money, it's okay. It's okay to get pregnant by him. And let's not act like this doesn't happen, because there was even someone that I met who did my hair before. She mentioned that even with her own husband, he didn't want another child, but she did. So she ended up pretending like she was on birth control so she can conceive her last child. They did end up divorcing later on, but yeah, so ladies do those things. So my point is, ladies, this is very degrading to you. If you are going to try to have a baby from a man, regardless of his income, even if he makes tons of money, that's ridiculous. You're setting yourself up to be a baby mother, and it might have been a little bit different in the past where men really felt obligated to marry women, and maybe certain cultures still do once the lady conceives. But in this day and age, it is it's not a good look. You should strive for marriage. And if you are really gonna stoop so low to try to get pregnant by someone because you think that one is going to secure a bag for you to be able to, you know, get a decent payout for child support, or if you feel in your heart you really want to be married and you believe that if you have this man's child, he'll marry you, that is very low. You know, think more of yourself, want better for yourself, because a lot of times, let's say you do end up intentionally wanting to get pregnant and that wasn't planned on, you know, obviously you should wait until marriage. You should not be sleeping with the person, but a few things can happen. One, the man may feel like, hey, maybe you tricked him, but he will never be sure. Two, he may feel like, this is not really what I wanted. I wasn't even sure if I was into her. I needed more time to see whether or not she was my future wife. And that could completely turn him off from you. So what you'll end up getting is just the child support check. Now you'll never get the ring. Or he might end up marrying you. But even if you say to yourself that was your goal, you wanted to become pregnant so he'd marry you, you're always going to think in your head later on, it might not be immediately, you're going to think to yourself, maybe 5, 10, 15 years later, I don't know if he would have ever actually married me. And he may be thinking to himself always that he only married you because he became pregnant. He may eventually throw those things in your face. So you really have to do things the right way. It speaks to poor character. And this video is not for people who accidentally got pregnant. Obviously, if you're sleeping with someone, there's a potential to get pregnant. But for people who, you know, maybe were on birth control, maybe were on birth control, or were using protection, this video is not for those people. I'm talking about people who are pretending like they are on birth control. I think that's the main thing that happens when I can honestly say, oh, somebody intentionally trapped someone. pretending like they're on birth control, but not, because they are trying to get pregnant. That is really low. That speaks to poor character. Want better for yourself. And remember, once you have a child, it's not really about you anymore. It's about your child. Your child is going to come first for a lot of things. So by intentionally doing something like that, you are willingly potentially becoming a single mother, a baby mama. And you might say, well, you know, hey, there's a possibility that I won't be and he'll marry me. Okay. So, but you're willing to take that risk knowing that that is not going to be good for your child, because pretty much almost every case, every statistic shows that when it's all said and done, having a 2-parent household with a man, with a mother and a father, assuming that those are good parents, that it's much better than a single parent household. So you're willing, it shows that you're willing to put your child's future at risk because you want to either get a decent child support check, or you are hoping that, or you're thinking that there's a possibility he's going to marry, and that's not a good look. So want better for yourself, and definitely want better for your child. So yeah, ladies, please stop trying to trap men by getting pregnant. And I'm not saying, obviously there is a risk of you becoming pregnant, and it's a risk of him impregnating you if you're sleeping with each other. But my point, I'm talking for anyone who tries to say anything in the comment. I'm saying people who are intentionally doing this, like lying that they're on birth control. I'm not sure if there's any other method, but who are saying that, or here's another one, lying and saying that they can't have kids when they have no idea. The doctor never told them that, or the doctor said it might be difficult for them to have kids. They're telling the man that it's a 100% or 99% that they can't have children because they want to try. So they're just making up what the doctor says. So shame on you if you're doing those things. And I would say, oh, you deserve everything that you get as a result, but I won't, because that's going to affect kids, and those kids are innocent. So I pray, if you're listening to this, if you're someone who has been considering, only you know, right? I know nobody's going to admit this openly, besides maybe the lady that did my hair, but she's from a different culture. Most people are not going to admit that they're doing it, but you know in your heart if that's something that you've been trying to do or that you've thought about. Thinking, that's the thing, you really have to monitor your thoughts, because sometimes things can become so consuming, like the want to have a child, or the desire to have marriage or have a child. So you have to really monitor your thoughts and think to yourself, wait a minute, that is a horrible thing to do, to think, oh my gosh, he might marry me. And let's say it even was like let's say it even would be a 100% chance that he would marry you or propose to you and marry you if you became pregnant. That's still wrong. You still can't lie to somebody and say something like that. So in all scenarios, ladies, if you hear me, do not consider trying to do that. Do not try to intentionally get pregnant after you've told the man you can't get pregnant, or that you've said that you're on birth control, or you have like the long-term birth control, the one that you like insert. Like I'm sure there's people who they had one before, right? Whatever that thing is that you put in the long-term one. There's people who have had those things, and they're telling the person, yep, I still have it, it's still in there, and they've taken it out, right? They intentionally have taken it out, or they stopped their birth control or whatever, for whatever reason. That is not going to reflect well on you. So please, if you're watching me, please, ladies, don't do that. You deserve so much more. You deserve love, marriage. You really don't want to put yourself in that type of situation, and it's very dishonest, and you could, like you said, like I was saying, you don't want to risk putting your child in that situation, or setting them up for failure, I should say. I don't care if you come from a single mom household, or you come from a long line of single mothers and you turn out fine. That's not the point. We need to look at what is best. You don't want to set your child up for failure, so do better for yourself, but most importantly for your child and your child's future. So ladies, do Do not intentionally try to get pregnant. After that was not a discussion, okay? So let me know what you think down below. Do you know anyone who has done that type of thing? And what was the outcome? Did the man marry her? Yeah, I would love to know down below. But ladies, you deserve better, okay? Have a wonderful and blessed day. And also, one thing that came to mind is a lot of people they've reached a certain age. So now they're like, you know what? Here's my last shot. He hasn't proposed. We're not married. 30, 35, 40, I'm going to just do this. Don't do it. You're setting your child up for failure. And you definitely want to make sure that you're having your child within marriage, especially as a Christian, right? Follow God, and God is going to bless you. Have a blessed day. Bye.